Hey guys, I'm here with my good friends Brad and Ellie Littleton, and we cannot wait to tell you about this amazing Barndominium they built and just them growing up around here in Shelby and on Lay Lake. So tell me, first of all, when did you first come to Shelby, Alabama?
Well, I moved here my 9th grade year of high school, and which was probably around '89. And my parents actually bought a place at Paradise Point. My dad built a house there, so we moved on the lake there. So that's what's kind of got my lake desire started. So, but anyway, it wasn't long after that I met Ellie, and we kind of dated all throughout high school, and of course she's been living here her whole life.
I've lived in Shelby my whole life.
Okay, all right. So, what are some of the things you love about Lay Lake?
I just love water. Just looking out my window and seeing the water out there, it just gives me a calm. It's just something about water. I just love water. I've been on it all my life. I learned how to ski when I was 3 years old, so it's just been a part of my life.
Well, Ellie, I know you told me that now that y'all are empty nesters, that y'all started doing some surfing and stuff together.
Yes. Well, we've always loved water sports. We've always had a boat, ski, wakeboard, our son wakeboards. But then when our kids went off to college, we just looked at each other and like, well, what are we going to do now? And we both knew how to surf. We had just give it up for our kids, let them do all the playing. And so, yeah, we started doing that. We've made tons of friends. We got a good friend group, and we both just love the water.
That's awesome. Okay, so y'all have this great barndominium on the lake, and that's what I want to talk about now. How did you even come up with the idea to build a barndominium?
Well, we had a farmhouse 10 minutes away from here, and I found this lot, and I was like, okay, well, we'll just build us a weekend place. So I got to checking around, and I could build a metal building, just the shell of it, a lot cheaper than I could, standard stick-built house. So I decided to do that, and then once I got into it, we just started adding all this different stuff to it, and we left the front out. We didn't frame the front with the metal. We left it all so we would stick it so we could put all these windows in it. And, we just started doing different stuff to it.
So what did that process look like? Like, did you get a house plan? Did you sit down and kind of decide you want it? Because this is kind of farmhouse plus industrial. You kind of have a good mix of both. What was the process of doing all that for y'all?
He drew it on a sheet of paper.
Oh.
And
yeah, pretty much. It started out by 24 by 40 metal building, shell, square, rectangle. And that's how it got started. So once we did that, then we added the 10-foot. It's easy on something like this. It's real easy to add on to it. So we added the 10-foot all the way around it as well. So
that's when you decided to live here full time.
You're right.
You needed more space. So
needed more space, so we added on to it.
Okay, what are some of the features that you did that y'all have enjoyed here? Like, I know the kitchen. There's a cool feature in the kitchen.
Yeah, the cabinets. Well, it's cool that they were built by my dad and his really good friend, Erwin Horton. But the wood came out of an 1800-year-old barn, and they just planed it down, not to take off all the paint, but some of the old paint is there. So they're unique. There's not another set of cabinets like them. And then Brad does not like sheetrock, so he didn't want any sheetrock. And so everything, there's metal ceiling in the kitchen, there's a metal ceiling in this living area. And it was just different. And we like unique stuff. And he would say, what about this? Let's try this. What do you think? And it just kind of evolved from there. All the doors in it are barn doors that my dad built. So, of course, that was special. And we built it to be a weekend place so that we, knowing that kids would come in wet. And so the floor is real easy to keep clean. It's, I don't panic if the water gets on it. So, that's, I guess, overall how we decided to do it.
Yeah.
How long did that process take from not adding on, but from when you started to when y'all first moved in as a weekend place? Do you feel like it was faster than a normal house?
It was very quick, because on a metal building, they can come in, once the slab is here, they can come in, and within 3 days, you're in the dry. So it's really simple and real quick process to do something like this.
But then once that happened and framers came to frame the inside, I think that process started about February, and we moved in. It was in 2018, and we moved in Labor Day weekend of 2018. So it's not a very long process.
What are some of the positive things as a barndominium as opposed to a stick-built house that you've seen living here?
Uh,
I know easy to add on to when y'all wanted to expand.
yeah, it's easy to add on to.
The utilities would be about the same. They're not.
Yeah.
It's not like they're more.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah.
I really like the deep window sills a barndominium provides. And
that was one of my favorite things when I came to list the house.
That's a woman thing.
Yeah. It's cool though to be able to sit your little stuff up in there and your plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you just have this open building, you can design the floor plan, like you want. And then because it's so high, we could add a second floor. So we have a loft, we have another room with stairs.
Any other pieces of advice you would tell somebody?
No, I mean, you can get really creative with it. I mean, once you get your shell up, you can design the inside how you want to, and you can pretty much draw it out yourself if you wanted to. If not, you get somebody to draw it for you. But, it's a really easy process to me, versus stick build. So,
and a lot faster as well.
It's a lot faster. So I would recommend it, if that's something you like. Not everybody's like that, but like she said earlier, it's unique. And we love the uniqueness about it. So,
well, I know people will be excited to see this episode and hear about the barndominium because this has been the best listing I've had on the lake. I mean, people have come out of the woodwork and I've got them lined up, waiting, hoping something would happen so they can buy it. So this is going to be popular, and I know you guys are out there loving barndominium. So I hope this episode helped you out today to kind of make a decision whether you want one or not. And definitely you'll want it on Lay Lake.